said start it, and then he'll tell me if he could see. Right. Here you go. Lola, Bella, Diana, get out of here. Alexa's in Mexico. Orlando. Oh no. I didn't mean to tag him, but okay. This is a headache. My goddaughter, Kim. He gets on my nerve. I always tag Nicole. She never watches though. Aileen. Well, if I want to tag people so they can know that I'm on. This is what my manager told me to do. Hey guys, few minutes. Am I good now, Omar? I'm thinking I should turn this out so you can see my guests. You might need to come a little closer, Kiana. So, am I gonna go? Y'all think I should do IG Live? Want to try it?
Sure you want to try without your manager here?
Can you see him say anybody saying anything?
He said that's better.
He said put it back the other way.
Yeah, it's turned the other way.
How about slide over? One more minute. You won't stop texting me. You can see the comments coming up on there. Okay.
Videos a little bit slower, like watching.
Yeah.
Because I see y'all and everything,
So am I gonna do IG Live? Yes. Y'all wanna do that? Or should I just do Facebook?
Did you start?
See, he said, can you stop the comments? He said the comments is blocking us. Can you fix it so I won't see the comments? Thank you. That's actually perfect. Okay. That's actually perfect. Thank you. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to another Jackie's. Sorry. I'm trying to do that and that at the same time. Okay. Welcome back to another entry of Jackie's Journal. Today, my friend Kiana is joining me. So I hate talking about, I hate announcing what my topic is going to be the week before because it always ends up that I change it. at the spur of the moment. So today, instead of talking about parenting, we're going to talk about cheating. So cheating actually for me was actually part of my domestic violence entry, and I didn't really elaborate on it because the domestic violence entry was so important to me at that time. So where the cheating comes into it is, I feel like if you're in a relationship and your significant other, your spouse or whatever, is cheating on you, you know about it, and you're allowing it to happen, then it becomes a type of emotional abuse. Because you know it's happening, you're allowing it to happen. And I can only speak for myself. Everybody's situation, her situation is different.
Exactly.
Whoever else is going through a situation is different. My situation was, I was married to someone who was not only physically abusing, he was emotionally abusing me. He was cheating. I knew about the cheating, and in my mental state at that time, all I was thinking about, well, he was a good provider. He was a good father. My kids were taken care of. They had whatever they needed. They were, they had their dad and their mom and dad. Anything that I endured in that relationship, my justification for it was always, well, my kids are good. As long as my kids are good and my kids are taken care of, then it's fine. But in reality, again, they weren't good. It's not good, because at the end of the day, the person that they look up to as a parent, as a father, as a role model, is not treating their mother good, which in turn, what is that teaching your child? If you have sons, it's teaching them to be dogs, pretty much, that they can do this and treat their spouses or girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, in this manner, and it's okay. Because hey, my mother dealt with it. My father did it to my mother, and she was fine. She was there, she didn't do anything about it, and he kept doing it, and she was okay. And if you have a daughter, then what are you teaching her? Like, what is she looking for? The main role model, male, your daughter's first role model is her father, if he's in her life. And if he's seeing her father mistreat her mother in this way, what do you think that she's gonna look for when she's looking for a person in a relationship? If she's not a strong-minded young woman, if she doesn't grow up to be a strong-minded young woman, and most times it isn't. If you're coming from a household where you see your mother being mistreated in any type of way, you think that that's normal. So this is the example that you're setting. So my justification saying, well, my kids are good, their father's taking care of them, blah, blah, blah. Move up a little bit. It didn't ring true, because at the end of the day, you're not being a good parent. You're actually hurting your child with this type of behavior. So my girl Kiana, she has her own take on cheating and in the relationship, out of the relationship. And so she's going to touch on how it affected her and her relationships.
So I have two examples. One is me being the person that was cheating on. I was in a relationship with someone, and that person continuously lied about everything, even though I had bare facts in my hand, approached the situation at the same time with the evidence in my hand. The fact of the matter, they just kept lying, making me think that I was crazy, and it became more of a mental thing, and insecurity was one of the biggest issues with me at that time. So with me being the person that's being cheated on, I made sure that before I approached anybody with any facts or whatever the case may be, because this happened more than once, that I had blatant evidence. Well, what the evidence became, as she said, abuse. I was beat on and so forth because I had hard facts. Now, I also have 4 children, and they were witnessing everything that took place with that particular relationship. The other side of it was, hey, if he's cheating, why can't I? Hey, let me go ahead and do my thing too. Hey, if he out there doing his thing, I can do it. So, but then that didn't do anything but hurt me and my kids' relationship.
So then, if it gets to the point where both of y'all are cheating on each other, why stay in a relationship?
One was, hey, we got a structured family. Everything, they see what they see in front of them. They have everything right there. They see the father, the mother. We're still handling the business. We got the roof over the head and so forth, and they're being taken care of. What goes on behind closed doors is one thing, but I'm trying to teach them stability.
But see, the thing is this, and trust me, I only know that, and Kiana's daughter's here, so we're gonna get it from her perspective as well. So what I know now that I didn't know then, that, you know, we keep saying, oh, they had the structure and they had the whatever. You never know what's going through those kids' mind when they're seeing was. We don't know what they're thinking. You know, we're just thinking that they see all lollipops and cotton candy and new Jordans and whatever. When in actuality, they're in the household witnessing these things, and we don't know how it's affecting them. And it took me years, you know, to figure out that I was doing my kids, my sons, because my daughter wasn't, you know, part of that, but I was doing my sons more damage than I even knew. Because this is the example that I was setting for them, that this was okay. It's okay to be in a relationship and put your hands on your woman or your man or whatever. It's okay to be in a relationship and be fucking 25 other bitches outside, and you got somebody at home that you're married to or that you're in a committed relationship to.
Right.
At what point, when you know that it's going on, and I don't mean, when I say no, I don't mean, oh, somebody call you and say, oh, I saw Omar in the club the other day, and he was with this girl, or I saw him, he was DMing this. No, I'm talking about, you got physical proof. You see for yourself, you've seen, you have evidence, you know 100% that this man or woman, because women cheat too, but sometimes we smarter than the men.
Okay.
Women can get away. Look, I'm just saying, but
I know I did.
but you know, but you have the physical proof in your face, and you don't address it. I know for me, everything boils down to me being. First of all, I was scared because there was other types of abuse going on, so I was afraid to talk about it. But it was that, and then there was the whole self-esteem shit. I mean, I was already beaten down, so I already didn't think I was worth anything. You cheating on me is because I'm doing something wrong, and there's something that I'm not good enough that you got to go out there and find somebody else. When most of the time that's not true. Man's gonna cheat. I mean, if a man wants to cheat or a person wants to cheat, they're gonna cheat. What I don't like when people say is all men cheat, man's gonna be a man. As soon as you say that, you're giving that man a pass. Oh well, a man's gonna be a man. That's what she said. They're gonna cheat, so I'm gonna cheat, and she's gonna be okay with it because she knows I'm a man and that's what I'm gonna do. No, unacceptable.
They expected him.
That's unacceptable. I hate when people say that. What does that mean? A man is a no. That's not the son that you're raising. That's not what you want for somebody else's child to have to endure the BS of this man cheating on them or this woman cheating on them, because that's not how it is. So I want Pinky, move Kiana. I want Pinky to tell me this is Pinky. Say hi, Pink.
Hey guys.
I want Pinky to tell me as a child growing up in that type of situation, whether like how it affect you?
So having to see an abusive, cheating, no faith, and seeing that your parent is trying to make it seem like everything is okay. You know, you can see there's this thing going on, this problem that they have, and this, that, and you know, it's like, is your parent showing you how to be strong or how to accept stuff that you're not supposed to be like dealing with? Stuff that's not, you know, nobody should have to go through. Are they showing you how to be strong and deal with that, or are they showing you that they know how to push some stuff to the side and ignore it?
And and accept whatever's going on.
Yeah.
How are you learning from that? So, because a lot of times we think that when we try to cover stuff up that's going on within our relationships, when we have children, we try to cover stuff up, when we think that the kids don't know, oh, they don't know what's going on, they, you know, so they're okay. Well, 9 times out of 10, they know what's going on. So how do you, when you know what's going on, how do you know, like now, you 19, 18 years old, when you looking for a boyfriend, how do you know that what to look for? Because all you've seen is this dysfunction.
A lot of the times it could go either way. You know, you seeing your parents in a terrible relationship, you can either be the one who will accept and take the stuff that you seen your parents go through, or be like, I ain't gonna do that. You're not gonna put me through none of that. So, most of the time when you're younger, you adapt, like you notice behaviors a lot. When you're like a child, you're very acceptable to behaviors, and you notice particular things in people, and you know that's how they act. So seeing those behaviors as you're growing up, you learn this ain't right, this not what's supposed to happen, this is not what I'm looking for. You know, it's a lot of things that you'll see, and people won't even notice that they're doing it, but it'll be something you'll be like, that seems kind of manipulative, I don't want to really deal with that. So it's a lot of things and people that a lot of people don't even understand themselves are negative behaviors, and you just know.
May I ask, so being as though you were in that particular environment, has that made that hard for you to date today?
That's a good question.
I mean, being that, you know, I'm a girl and everything, you know, guys expect everything. And my generation, guys expect, you know, everything to be peaches and cream and candy and she's so sweet and la da da da, but I get called mean a lot. I'm the mean girl who don't want to talk to nobody.
I'm a mean girl too.
I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. But that's what I get called because, like I said, I've seen so many behaviors that people don't even realize in themselves aren't good behaviors. It's, you know, I can see it in you that you're not going to treat me right. I don't really want to deal with that. So,
does it make you afraid to get into a relationship though?
yeah, definitely. It's definitely like I've only had one relationship and I'm 18. You know, a lot of people can either say
that's right. Don't rush.
I'm not. A lot of people can either say we've been in one or many or 2, 3, 4, however many.
At 18.
And still a virgin. Thank you, Jesus.
Now you have to put her business out
sorry.
there.
She proud.
As you should be.
But yeah, it's it definitely seeing stuff like that and knowing that that's not what you want to deal with does make it a lot harder to want to date other people because you will have those trust issues.
You also have to be strong. You have to be, see that's good. You know, I think that, you know, I'm speaking for my own daughter, just watching her. You also have to be very strong. You have to have grown up, because that could go any way. She could have been, this is what I see, and turn around and find another bastard, like
Which is what happened to me.
what was her example. I mean, it happened to me.
Exactly.
You know, it could have been the other way, and then we'd be having a different conversation.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to know that when you grow, like, to have the ability to know that you were raised in this type of situation and know that this is not what you want out of your own relationship. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to go through that. You don't want to be the mother crying in the room because your husband it's 7 a.m. Your husband ain't been home all night. Your kids witness that stuff, and even though exactly they feel it, no matter how you try to masquerade it and sugarcoat it and act like everything is okay, they know everything is not okay, because when you think that they don't know that you crying or y'all arguing because of this, because he's cheating on you,
Or the rotating door.
or your mother crazy because she decided to befriend the bitch that he cheating on you with, okay, and calling and having conversations, so you know, like I said, you have physical proof that this is going on, but your self-esteem, you are so beaten down. I'm speaking for myself. You are so beaten down that this is what you have accepted, and all you do is blame yourself for what's going on. And other people, I know other people that women that decided to go your route and say, okay, well, you cheat, I'm gonna cheat too. We gonna be cheating together. But it's more about, not that you want to cheat though, is that you're looking for that attention that you're not getting from the person that you're supposed to be getting it from at home.
Right.
So you go outside of your home and try to find it. So at what point do you say, well, look, this is not working. It ain't working for me. It ain't working for you. I got to go. You got to go. It's done. I mean, I know now, this day and age, 2018, that I will be by myself forever before two things. I let a man cheat on me, and I let a man put his hands on me. Those are definite. That is never going to happen to me again. It took me a long time to get here where I am. But I know that it's never going to happen. Number one is I have a daughter. And no, I have to set an example for her. Number two, I have sons. I don't want them like that. I have a son that's married. I don't want him to cheat on his wife. I don't want him to put his hand on his wife. I don't want him to do none of that stuff. And I would be so hurt and disappointed if I found out that was going on with any of my kids. Because then I would definitely feel that it was my fault.
I understand that. And what about the women who men feel like if they bring that third party into their bedroom, that would eliminate the cheating?
You mean like menage a trois?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh my God. I have my own feelings of. Okay, I have my own feelings about that. I don't necessarily think that this is just me. Some people, that's what they do if they feel like they can bring a third person into the bedroom, and that's gonna, either enhance their sex life or enhance their relationship. Maybe that's what works for them. It ain't working for me. Number one, I'm too much of a jealous person, and it ain't working for me. And that doesn't necessarily mean because you bring a third person into the bedroom that man is still not going out there and cheating on you with somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? That's not preventing him from cheating. That just means that y'all want to get freaky and y'all want to do, because I guarantee you, if you said, oh, well, I want to bring a man in here with us, it's not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not for me. It works for some people, and I don't knock it. I ain't never tried it. I don't want to try it. But if it works for you and that's what you want to do, more power to you, baby. It just ain't my thing. Nah, no. Omar wants to know if I think that the violence that they witnessed, that they saw affected how they handle situations. And honestly, I'm going to say yes.
I say yes too.
I'm going to say yes with my sons because, I think that at times it made them angry when in their own relationships, in the past, or as they were developing relationships. Yeah, because if that's what you know, and that's how you're going to react. So when I saw things going on I never even told them that, but that's how I felt. Like, well, shit, this is what they know.
Right.
This is how they know how to handle it. They get mad, they gonna lash out. Do you think it's different? Well, I think it's different because, okay, they're gay and they're fighting another male. No, it's domestic violence is domestic violence. If you in a relationship with a person and you're cheating, you put your hand on them, whatever, it's the same thing. It's a relationship. And you cross a line when you're in a relationship, and number one, you put your hand on that person, and number two, you start cheating. When you start cheating and you feel like you have to cheat on that person, then you don't need to be in a relationship with that person. That's how I feel. Yes. Everybody don't feel that way. Everybody don't, this day and age, it seems like anything goes. That's what it seems like to me. Anything goes. The stuff that I see, these young girls, y'all a mess. Not you. But with social media and stuff like that, yeah, it's a mess.
Now, my thing was the physical abuse came first before the outward cheating, but the abuse came because I was knowledgeable of the cheating, and for that person to not admit to it, but get angry and beat me for that fact, trying to put it back on me, that's where I became a violent person, hard to talk to, hard to come close to, not wanting to be. So I know if it affected me that way, and my children are seeing that,
okay,
it's going to affect them as well.
So I'm assuming this question is for you. So Omar says, instead of cheating, why not leave? Because you said that he cheated, so you wanted to cheat too. Fuck it. Well, we all cheat together. Happy cheat.
Okay, so it's been multiple situations, and I'm going to say I tried all ways. And my final one was to just leave. But 9 times out of 10, I was afraid to leave. And every time I was afraid to leave, it was because I was physically being abused. And also thinking what is going to happen to me and my children, even though I was the provider for most of the time. Mm-hmm. However, I was still wondering what's going to happen to me and my babies. That was one of the reasons why. And it's always for the kids. I'm saying for the kids.
So, in being, I can't answer this. This is Omar again. In being a cheater, what pushes you to cheat? Like, I get it. I was cheated on in my marriage. I was cheated on, and I know why I stayed. I was scared. I wasn't gonna leave him. I was scared because he was scared. He was crazy. I was being abused. So I just dealt with it. He didn't even know that I was in contact with the chick that he was cheating with. None of that stuff until a messy friend. There's always a messy friend. Some friends, this is why I don't have any. A messy friend decided to tell him, yeah, Jackie been talking to XYZ person. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened to Jackie? Your messy friend not thinking that you're going to go tell, and Jackie gonna get her ass beat. Because Jackie crazy, because this is just a friend. Yeah. Right. Okay. So in my situation, it was definitely fair. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm scared. You understand what I'm saying? But you being...
I was vengeance is a virtue, you know. I was trying to get back. Let you see how I feel for a change.
But is it worth it?
No.
Is it really getting back?
It's too much of a headache. First of all, safety today is number one. And if you out here doing any and everything with people, you never know what you bringing back. Not just home to your significant other, but as well to your children. So that was one of the ones that really got me to slow my road.
All right, so I have Omar again. He said, so also if you're a cheater, what pushes you to cheat? But you said that, right? You said because he was cheating, you wanted him to feel what you felt.
You didn't address what are the signs of cheating.
What are the signs of cheating?
Yeah.
You want me to answer that?
Well, for me, okay, back then, they had pages. You got one number popping up on the pager at all hours of the night.
Not even a number, it was a code at times.
Or some type of code.
Yeah, it was a code.
Or not coming home at night night when you used to come home at by a certain time and you all of a sudden you're not coming home and I can't reach you if I paid you, you're not responding. Those were signs for me.
I can't say that because I was just told recently, at least I came home to you every night.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
So
At least I come home.
Yeah.
But
What you mean?
it's 7 a.m.
The next day.
Sir, I'm getting ready to leave out to work and you just walking in.
The
You know.
signs I saw was aggression, disconnection, a lot of lies, easy excuses to start arguments,
Also flipping the script.
and flipping scripts.
You
Yeah.
think I'm cheating on you? You cheating
You
on me?
cheating on me? How do I know what you're doing out there?
You
Oh,
cheating
okay.
on me?
Okay, so Pam says staying for the kids is not always what's good for the kids. Exactly. That's
Right.
but you don't always realize that until after the fact. Because when you're in it, all you're thinking about is the kids, but you're not thinking about what going on, what is going on is affecting the kids.
Right.
So you're absolutely right. I mean, I know that now. I'll tell anybody it's an abusive relationship, and they telling me, "Oh, the kids, get out," because those kids are not happy. Because when I moved into that 1-bedroom apartment with my 4 sons, that first night that we got into that apartment, and my kids were jumping up and down that apartment, ecstatic that we had moved out, that's when it hit me that they knew exactly what was going on. So yeah, staying for the kids, not a good idea. Because if you're not happy, you definitely can't make them babies happy.
But again, you gotta think about it. I was in that environment as a young child, so I didn't know that. So until I started learning my own path, that's when I decided, okay, no, this is not right. And yeah, it takes trial and error. So yeah, the cheating wasn't right. Leaving was the right answer. But of course, if I don't have that information and I see someone staying, regardless of what was being done, work it out, stick it out. Whatever you gotta do.
You come from an age of, unfortunately, back then, you have people in your lives that are being abused and they stay in their relationships and they have kids and they stay in their relationship and that's all you stay in the relationship because that's what you know, unfortunately. All the information that's out there now about cheating and abuse and all that stuff, we didn't have that stuff back then.
Not at all. What?
We
Pick up
didn't.
a phone and call who? Oh,
First of all, you didn't want nobody to know that you was getting your ass beat. You didn't want nobody to know because you want everybody to think that everything was perfect. So anyway, so James oh my God. So James wants to know, what do you think you should do in a situation where you're still together but emotionally you can tell the partner has already left the relationship? Woo.
That's hard.
Then you need to leave leave the relationship. That's what I would definitely say. Now, if I know that I'm in a relationship and I am emotionally no longer there, and it happened to me. I mean, it took a while, but I know now that if I'm not there emotionally, it's no turn. It's time to cut ties because it's only going to get worse. It's definitely time to say bye. Get out. Sorry. Okay. Aileen said Brittany's number one sign of cheating is not answering a question accurately or answering vaguely about cheating. Like where you been or where were you? What were you doing? It's always a roundabout. I was outside or I was just chilling,
working on the car.
just chilling.
Oh, do you know how many times it's been flat tires, car wouldn't start, phone was left in the car,
My battery died.
yeah, that one too. Yeah, I got all of those.
My battery died and I lost my charger. I locked the charger in the car and I couldn't find my car key. Look, child.
Oh, and I rode with someone else, so they had to take me back to the car. Yeah.
Oh,
I got that one too.
Okay.
I like what,
Aileen said sign 2 is lying about stupid things.
I like the sign 3, gaslighting out any opportunity, and the most important sign of all, that feeling that you just know.
You
so
just
basically,
know.
your intuition is telling you.
Basically, women women are good with that.
That intuition is serious.
Women, if you feel like the nigga is cheating on you, 9 times out of 10. It's not at a half times out of 10. Something's going on. I mean, not saying it could be wrong, because sometimes, no, some women are very insecure.
Very.
Some women are insecure and jealous, and if that man breathed the wrong way, he cheating. You know, you also got to know the person that you with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if there's a pattern, and if he does something a certain way, and then all of a sudden
It changes?
it changes, and it's all everything's different.
Everything.
Then he's like, then you might want to be like, what's going on?
Cover your ears, baby. Even down to some of the stroke game.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
It can switch up because they done did something new with somebody else. That's another sign. I experienced that too. Sorry.
Now Omar said.
No, I never fought anybody. Let me tell you why I would never, ever fight
Neither have I. The other woman.
the other woman in a relationship, because I've always felt that in my situation, I was married to the person. So if there's anybody I was gonna fight, it would be him, because he's married and he knows what he's doing. I'm not gonna fight the other chick. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not. We're not gonna be, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not that.
Owe you anything.
I got a
She
question.
don't want to be loyal to me.
I understand. I'm not saying I've been in this situation, but what if it's one of your closest, so-called closest friends that end
Or did
up...
she get her ass
Oh,
beat?
okay. That's what I was about to ask you.
She's getting her ass beat. If you my friend and you cheating, you messing with my man. Oh, come on now. You just want me to beat your ass.
Yeah, some people want that though.
But I mean, I've never been that. First of all, I've never been that person that I'm like, I'm pro-female, right? So because the guy is, you don't know what that man is telling the girl. 9 times out of 10, oh, we together, but we not really together.
Exactly.
We only together because of the kids. We don't even have sex. Child. And that man laying up next to his wife at night. And you know how at night them things get hard at night, and the wife is laying there. Where you think he gonna stick it in the pillow? Really? So you can believe that. Oh, he ain't touching. He said him and his wife don't do nothing. They just live together and they sleep in the same bed, but he don't touch her, baby. You selling yourself a fantasy story. He's lying. He's just telling you that so that when y'all go to the hotel, you gonna give him what he want. But then if he go home that night and his wife touch him the right way, guess what he gonna do? He gonna give it to her too.
Exactly.
Straight up. I know for a fact. Okay? So that's bullshit. Don't fall for it. So no, Omar, I did not fight nobody. Thank you.
He's been real funny.
He said, or the sex gets dry because the dried up. Oh, he's just having a good time. Omar said he's kicking everybody ass. He's kicking the cheater, the person he cheat. And I'm telling you, it's a fact.
Yeah.
That's my son. Okay, so if you decide to cheat on him, everybody getting beat. I'm sorry. I think that's pretty much
I
all
got
my
one of
son.
them. She's sitting over there. I mean, yeah, I got one of them too.
Pam says the patterns change is for a reason, and it may be that they're cheating, but you still need to stay woke. It may not be that they're cheating. Sometimes men go through stuff too. And this is not, and trust me, it's not only about the men, because women, y'all know y'all do y'all little dirt
I
too.
just admitted it. Hey.
I know some women is doing dirt. I just don't understand. I just don't get being in a relationship and having to cheat and staying. Because I feel like if it gets to that point where both people are cheating, then y'all just need to go ahead. Go
Is it
home.
still considered a relationship with both of them? If they got others going on outside?
Well, if they're married and they live together, but isn't it a relationship? At the end of the day, it's several people in a relationship. It's the person that you live with or married to, and then the personal people that he's seeing and the person that you're seeing. It's a whole big conglomerate. Y'all just might as well be sister wives and husbands and stuff and just live in one big house. And when you want to have sex with that person, go to that room. When you want to have sex with, just do that. If you're gonna stay, just stay and just make it a communal thing. Communal dick, communal pussy, whatever.
Hey, Pam said it.
That's nasty.
She knows about her and that she's beating everybody's ass.
I can't stand Omar. Omar said dog her and her mother for making her. I hate this kid. I hate to admit that it's my child.
No, you need to accept that. Hey, that's life.
Oh my God. So Pam said, if that chick know about me, I'm beating everybody ass. Well, you know what? That's true. That's true. If the girl knows that, or the man knows that there's a husband or wife, you know, whatever type of significant other in the relationship, and they go ahead and I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna end this.
Partake in it.
If they know that you married or in a relationship and they decide to go after your dude or your female, beat that ass. She need a beating. He needs to be beat down. You right. Because
Like Lorena?
oh, cut the dick off.
Okay.
I know, because you can go to jail for that. You don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
I don't want to go to jail.
Okay, you're right.
I don't want nobody. I don't want
Okay, we
to.
can
I don't
work
want
it
to
out.
call
We'll
nobody
work it
big
out.
mama. But no. But definitely, I just feel like if it just gets to the point where the cheating is happening, then just let it go. Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to continue to happen. Whether you catch them and they admit it or not. A female is never going to admit that she's cheating on you. And you know the man is never. The man, they're going to shaggy you to death. Wasn't me. They are.
Love that song too.
Michael Jackson loved that song.
I know.
It wasn't me. But anyway, that's it for that's it for this week's entry. Told y'all I was gonna try to keep it light because we was getting deep. So, but thank you. Please like and share this video. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week. I'm not gonna say what the topic is. Like I said, it switches
changes.
up because I go with what the spirit brings me on Sunday morning, and today for some reason it brought up cheating, and I hope it will help y'all. But if your man cheating on you, done it. And if your woman cheating on you, done it. If y'all cheating, everybody cheating on each other all at the same time, first of all, y'all carrying diseases around. That's what y'all doing. Especially if you're doing unprotected. That's nasty. Y'all sharing each other's stuff. So y'all might as well just live in the same house and do it together anyway, because that's you're cheating, he's cheating, she's cheating, and everybody's just nasty.
I like how she said that.
Okay? It's just nasty. Stop. Anyway.
Hey, I'm good.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Deuces. Thank you, Kiana and Pinky.